Get started with an eye on the globe. Kanishka, good morning. How were US markets yesterday?
Very good morning, Ankur. In fact, Dow posted its first losing session in 5 yesterday, ending about 0.2% lower. The S&P 500, on the other hand, ended just about flat, whereas the Nasdaq Composite that gained 0.3%. Now, this comes as the private sector payrolls data came out in the US yesterday, and it rose by just about 37,000 in May, coming in sharply below the Dow Jones forecast of 110,000 and raising investors' worries about the softening job market and also the impact of it on the economy. Those concerns weighed on the major averages during the session as well. However, the market's recent gains, which have been powered by a surge in technology stocks coupled with a blowout first quarter earnings season, have sort of revived the sentiment on Wall Street. However, investors do remain cautious that further pain could be ahead due to Trump's administration's tariffs. Now, today, if you look at what the investors in US will be watching out for, it's the weekly jobless claims data, and tomorrow big payrolls report will be the main event in terms of economic data. Now, if you look at the weekly moves, the three major indexes are tracking gains so far this week. The S&P 500 is up about 1%, the Dow has added 0.4%, whereas the tech-heavy Nasdaq index that has jumped almost 2% a week to date. But how are things looking on the crude front?
Crude was reeling in under pressure, and why it has happened because Saudi wants the Organization of Petroleum and Exporting Countries, that is OPEC, and its allies to continue to add at least 411,000 barrels a day of output in next month, that is in August and September. Remember, in the last month also a similar kind of call was taken, and therefore you would have seen that Brent was trading around $65. Actually, it came below $65, and WTI came below $63, and this happened after 2 to 3 days of gain. But if you talk about gold, that traded near $3,375 an ounce, up around 0.6%. After separate reports showed a contraction in US service providers and a deceleration in hiring.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.